CQ, CQ, CQ from Kilowatt Alpha 1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Kilowatt Alpha 1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ, CQ. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ. Kilo Delta 8 Juliet, Quebec. That's a familiar call. Good morning, Don. Fox Nancy 01. How you doing today? Over.
Oh, we're doing okay. Echo Nancy 91. It's a little warmer than it was yesterday morning, but still at 29 degrees, but it's dry and all that. So hopefully it gets a little warmer today. All that good stuff. But oh well, glad to hear you this morning. Early this morning again. Not as early as yesterday, but it's Sunday, so what are you going to do? But, and let's see here. You're going to be number 780, over.
Oh, excellent. 780 KA1ZE Portable 3 back to Kitty 8JQ. Well, great on your weather. Kind of like a broken record down here. Again, low 80s and sun today, but I don't know what it is now. It is dropping down into the 60s. I just went across the street and hung up some balloons. One of our neighbors is celebrating a birthday today, and we're going to be going to breakfast this morning with Chuck, and that'll take place. I gotta start getting ready at 9:30, so I'll be getting out of here a little bit early today. But it was a little chilly, had a long sleeve shirt on, and I was fine, but I suspect the temperature may have been down as low as 66, 67, something like that. A little bit on the dampish side, so must be pretty close to the dew point as well. And a little congratulations on the 780. And I was following the progress of VE3 MLM, his number and your number. Now, VE3 Mike Lima Mike's number is a lifetime number on 2 meters. So he's counting the number of contacts I've had with him. And yesterday I got the number 777. So when I talk to him today, I will get the number 778. And I'm looking at your progress with the yearly number of QSOs, and I'm seeing it approaching the same number. Well, yesterday you were 772, and today it was 780. So now you've gone beyond the number of contacts that MLM and I have had lifetime. But wouldn't it have been cool if those two numbers turned out to be the same? Had you given me 778 this morning, that'd be the exact same number that MLM would be giving me this morning. These are just little trivial things that mean absolutely nothing in life, but I find interesting. KDHJQ, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
There you go. Well, just like a whole bunch of other numbers, you know. I remember all them guys on 10 meters, 10 numbers, and you know, so everybody does collect a few numbers here and there. But yeah, I gotta go to breakfast this morning myself with girlfriend. So one of her friends shopping over there in Grove City, Pennsylvania. So decided to go to breakfast this morning and send her on her way and all that stuff. About 10 minutes, I got make a phone call and make sure she's up. So I guess we're gonna go to breakfast about 8:30 this morning. So the way the Sunday's gonna go this morning. So then of course I'll have to cook my own dinner. Hi.
Oh, that's always fun, Don. What kind of a cook are you? I guess I can handle it. Some of the easier dishes. Pretty decent Italian kind of a cook. What kind of stuff do you like, over?
Well, I'm just a meat and potatoes guy. I could probably eat burgers every day if I wanted to. Of course, I make them decent 5-alarm hot wings every once in a while, and of course some chili. I put everything but the kitchen sink in that, but I don't know. I'm not the greatest cook. If I don't have some kind of directions, then I can probably burn water over.
Well, okay, very good. All right, well, I won't hold it. I'll let you make your phone call, and we'll see what shows up this morning. I didn't get a chance to look at the propagation map, so I'm going to just punch that map in. I got a feeling it's not going to be pretty. It's probably just like it is the last several days. Yeah, it's pretty much colorless. The bigger the map, the bigger the area the map covers, the it doesn't show up all of the lower distance colors. It only shows up as white and then occasionally some yellow blobs in here across the country. Now, zeroing in on a location, you start to see all of the different colorations for the shorter distance packets that are being received and transmitted. So right now we're looking at maybe some decent propagation in West Texas, and outside of that we're pretty much on our own, pretty much on our own today. And I do have a lot of static this morning, a lot of static, so the receiver noise is pretty intense. Let me say 7-3 to you right now, Don, and maybe I'll catch you a little later before you go to breakfast. If not, have a good breakfast, and I'll look for you tomorrow. KD8JQ, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3 Stan. Enjoy your breakfast too, and all that. And yeah, I saw a little yellowish in Ohio, and that was about it this morning. And I also had a whole bunch of noise when I first turned the radio on this morning, but it kind of went away. So I don't know, maybe things have perked up a little bit. Who knows? Catch you later, Stan. KD8JQ, Echo Nancy 91.
Okay, very good. I don't know whether they fixed my internet or not, but I'm starting to get a few little choppy doos, a little slow activity for me checking on boxes out there in FN01. So, gosh, I hope it doesn't go down this morning on me again, but you never can tell. I can always get them to turn it back on. You just lose a day or so. 73, good morning. CQ, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. CQ from Kilowatt Alpha 1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Kilowatt Alpha 1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ. Hey, November 1, Sugar Zebra Oscar. Good morning, Rod. Fox Nancy 01. How are things up in the pretty state of Vermont? Go ahead.
Good morning, Dan. Good to hear you on this morning. It's a little chilly out here today. I'm just looking out in the backyard, and the pond is now officially frozen over. So, winter is here. We got a little dusting of snow, but nothing that stuck to coming this week. So instead of 100 watts, I'll have 200. So that should help out a little bit more. Back to you, Stan. How's things over there? N1SO.
Yeah, okay, real good, Rod. Well, you're sounding good this morning. A nice, easy copy, about 15 dB or so out of the noise, and that's not bad. So another 3 dB on top of that won't sound like much, but boy, if you were closer to the noise, that 3 dB would make all the difference between hearing you and not hearing you. So we like to go up in those 3 dB increments anyway. I know you won't all of a sudden be rock stomping loud, not unless the propagation gods are with us. Hi, hi. Lucky you on the ice. Wow, that's awesome. As I recall, you're not too far from Lake Champlain. Lake Champlain, that never freezes. Is that correct? Over?
Yes, and I missed the last part of that there. I think my neighbor turned on something. There's getting a lot of interference right now. I think I'm going to listen in here for a few more minutes, see if it goes away. N1SO.
Okay, N1SZO. My question to you, Rod, was does Lake Champlain ever freeze? Does Lake Champlain ever freeze? I suspect maybe not. Maybe the middle is always unfroze, or does it freeze? Over.
Oh, okay. I hear you. Yeah, it does freeze over. It has in years past. I say in the past decade or so, I think it's less likely to do so. But it was pretty regular that it used to do that. And at the widest section, it's like, I think like 16 miles across. So, but the part near me is only maybe like 5 or 6 miles across, so that part does freeze over.
Oh yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. That's very cool stuff indeed. So when it freezes, you get all of the cars out there fishing and stuff like that. I do remember going to one of the smaller lakes, Muskoma Lake in New Hampshire, and that's up near White River Junction. So we go over to Claremont, and Muskoma Lake wasn't too far away. I remember all the cars that used to park out on the lake and all of the fishermen that would start fishing out there. Did they do that on Champlain as well?
Yes, they do. Yeah, there's cars and airplanes and snowmobiles and four-wheelers. There's all kinds of things. You just don't want to break it through because it's a big fine, a daily fine. That'll it's pretty expensive. So the other thing, your car's not insured once it touches the ice. So it's not the greatest idea, but people do it anyways. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, it sure sounds like a lot of fun. And I remember from the time up at Muskoma Lake that you could hear the ice cracking and the thundering sound just emanating from the lake. I guess it must be the expansion of the water. Once it becomes ice, how it expands. You hear that cracking sound even if nothing's on the ice. So it's pretty noisy, as I recall. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, we used to have we would have groups of people go up to some chalets up there that we were able to rent. In more recent times, those chalets have become private homes, and they're no longer rented. There was a monastery, I believe, near there, or there was something like that. But they rented all of that stuff. Anyway, at about 300 miles away, your 100 watts is doing a pretty good job this morning. Part of the last transmission got close to the noise, but most of the transmission was in really good shape. So let me say 7-3 to you, and I see that you were not heard down in FM18 last night, but you were hearing FM18. So let's hope that extra 100 watts will make a difference, Rod. N1SZO, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Okay, Sam, very good. Thanks for the QSO this morning. Yeah, this setup, I seem to have a pretty good spot right here. I can hear really well. I have 7-element. I'm square Yagi up maybe 35 feet or so. But last night I was able to hear the Chesapeake Bay net. So I was trying to check in. We were giving it a try for a CW check-in, but I think I'm going to need to do that. Anyways, enjoy the morning. I'm going to listen in for a little while, and hope to work you again soon, Sam. 73N1SZO.
Okay, I don't know whether I misunderstood that or not. Last night's net, did you say it wasn't you didn't say pine tree net. What do they call that net? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Chesapeake Bay down Maryland way, over.
Yes, okay, very good. Yes, well, he puts out a very good signal, but you know, Ray doesn't hear as well as you do. You know, what I'm talking about is noise. And you mentioned that you've got a nice quiet location. Well, Ray's location is not as quiet. And I can tell from the stations that hear Ray and who he hears, I can tell that you know, he's a little louder than a lot, especially if you have a quiet location. I know, for example, where I am here, it was like your location. This FN01 location's out in the middle of nothing, so noise wasn't a problem. We had a lot of hunting camps and things like that, but not a lot of population. Well, that's changed. In the 12 years I've been here, that noise has picked up significantly, and now I can say that in many directions this is no longer a quiet location either. But it used to be a quiet location, so if you could find a great location that's nice and quiet, I would prefer that. I would prefer that. So very good. Talk to you later. N1SZO, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Very good. Yeah, the net last night, the signal swung up to probably like S3. I'm pretty quiet in most directions, except I think today or yesterday, my nearest neighbor next door is maybe a quarter mile down the road. But I think they've got something on at their house. If I aim due west, I can really hear some noise from it. But otherwise, south is pretty quiet. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, 7-3. We'll catch you again. N1SZO.
All right. Well, make some noise to the north too. Try to get some activity up in 35. I'm not hearing Dan on anymore. Dan used to be always on from FN 35, but I haven't heard him a long time ago. He's the bus driver up in Montreal. So it would be nice if I could start to hear more activity from the grid to your north. So do what you can to try to excite the activity there. 73, good morning. CQ from KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ. VA VA3 Whiskey Victor, VA3 Whiskey Victor. This is Kilowatt Alpha 1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, VA3 Whiskey Victor from KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Thanks, Dan. How goes things down in beautiful, I guess you're in Tampa, are you? Tampa, Florida. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, VA3WV. I was actually just editing my QRZ page because I see that it's quite outdated. Other than that, it's a balmy, about 30 degrees here versus about 9 yesterday morning, Stan. Good signal as usual. I think I can hear you just about any direction you're aimed. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, VA3WV.
Okay, Bill, good morning. VA3 Whiskey Victor, FN01, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Yeah, I'm looking at the I'm looking at your antennas now, and that picture will appear in tomorrow's 205 live YouTube stream. I like it. It's the right size. I think that's the size that I need for the picture. So it's 1200 by 675. I don't think I have to modify that. It's probably going to come out just nice. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I see you're in a neighborhood, and that's of interest to me. It looks like you're quite high. I don't see anything in the, well, I don't see any mountains in that background, but of course you're aiming up, so I'm not going to see too many mountains. But quite a few houses makes for quite a lot of noise. Go ahead.
Well, it's not that bad, actually. I do have, that's actually facing probably due north. And if I was to turn around and take a snapshot, you get a nice picture of the solar panel on a hydro pole. I'm on a cul-de-sac. So, and which is, I'm sure you know what a cul-de-sac is. And right behind the end of the cul-de-sac is a highway, sort of a major highway, not a major highway, but a secondary highway that runs north and south, so to speak. And a bunch of hydro lines up there, which give me a little bit of grief at times, but there's a solar panel up there that gives me all sorts of grief on 6 meters. As for height, I'm on top of the Niagara Escarpment, so I'm about, well, within inches, within feet, I guess, of about 1,200 feet above, 1,000 feet above Lake Ontario, 1,200 feet above sea level. And I'm more or less on the edge of it. I'm only probably half a mile away from the edge of the Niagara Escarpment, which of course is the same thing that Niagara Falls flows over. But where I'm, it's considerably higher. I think the drop over Niagara Falls is about 600 feet or something like that, maybe even less. You don't want to drop off. You don't want to drop off my piece of rock down into the greater Toronto area, which is Toronto, Mississauga, Bravo, where most of the other guys are. So, good stuff. I just took that actually yesterday evening around 5 o'clock-ish, I guess. So I thought I'd throw them up there, and then I realized that I had a few things I would change in the board underneath of it, so I was just doing that now, as you call it. So there you go. That's basically where we're at. I don't otherwise get a lot of interference from anything else. And none of the neighbors have complained. Those that wanted to live high. Anyway, I think enough said this. I'm back to the
Okay, real good, Bill. Well, I'm starting to get a lot of static, not static, I'm getting a lot of internet chopping on my receive audio. I don't know, whether it's going to affect my transmission right now. Usually it does. So the connection is a little slower than normal, and I'll deal with it. Fine on all of the description. That sounds great. The location being pretty quiet, very high. That's real good. What is the If you were to say you have a best direction, what do you think the best direction is? Go ahead.
Actually, it's probably southeast, which is pretty well here, and due to the hydro pole to the east of me, there's a commercial area. There's a hydro pole over there that's causing hell, so for me, due east is kind of tough. But, and depending again on the weather conditions and how noisy the hydro lines are out on the highway. And a few other things, like the recent hydro pole due north of me. I would say anywhere from east to south is probably the best. There's an Antron 99 up at the top of the tower, and a local ham put it up switched that and the Comet tri-band, which is just on a pole there on the right-hand side of that picture. You can just hardly see it. And from the top of that tower, you can see clear across. If you have binoculars, you can on a nice clear day, you can see clear across the west end of Lake Ontario. You can certainly see all the huge buildings in downtown Toronto, Mississauga, etc., etc. I won't go through all that. But with a set of binoculars from up there, there's no doubt that you can certainly see, even without binoculars, you can see across Lake Ontario down towards the Niagara Falls and St. Catharines area there.
Yeah, okay. Well, good on the description. I did a plot between VE3EU and I saw how you know there's a lot of area there where we just both drop away in the same direction for quite a while. Naturally, the curvature of the Earth makes it so that we can't reach out and you know can't do a flash path or anything like that, not without having towers that were probably about 10 miles tall or something, or 20 miles tall. I don't know how tall a tower would have to be. But it does make for good radio propagation, that's for sure. How far away from Paul are you, VE3EU, over?
The Paul's actually not that far away. You can go in a direct path to his place from where I am because of, well, all the highways around here sort of are 90 degrees to the lake, and as the lake kind of curves there at the west end, everything starts to fade off to the northwest. So I have to kind of go up, do the sailing thingy. You got to kind of, what is it, jib or not jib, but you got to sail to the northwest or the northeast, but he's probably 10 miles north of me, but he's also he's probably another 300 feet higher, and now he's also sort of behind a bit of a hill to his looking to the south, but his 200 or 300, probably about 300 feet higher certainly makes up for that. And the TV antenna up there, by the way, is on a roller, but it's not even hooked up. I have that TV antenna basically aimed towards the greater Buffalo area, so I can pick up all the U.S. TV stations. And I probably get, well, this morning actually I got a couple extras out of Jamestown, New York, if you want to Google where that is. That's southwest of Buffalo, almost at the New York, Pennsylvania border. But I get 35 different TV stations with that antenna just stationary aimed in that direction.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I've gone through periods of my life, as most hams probably, why we're interested. We're always interested in how far how far you can receive something. What distance you can get on AM, what distance you can get on a television signal. And so we've all done our share of TV DXing, so that would be a lot of fun. That was one of the things that, I was always a little, disappointed that I didn't live in FN01. That location there, the one I'm speaking from, is really like a 2,400-foot hill, and there isn't anything any taller, but there are many other hills that are also the same height. So I'm not really, head and shoulders above anything else like some mountaintops are. But I'm right on top of the this particular hill, and they're small hills. So as you're on the peak of the hill, you just drive, 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet, and you're starting to go down the hill, and then the road is quite steep, and you go down into the valleys. So there's lots of little valleys, and the valleys are down somewheres around 1,000 feet above sea level. And this particular, all the hilltops are probably up around 2,400 or 2,500 feet. So that's what it looks like from here. But with the 155-foot tower, I can see really good. And I always wanted to put up a television antenna there and see what I could pick up for TV channels. And I too would be pointing kind of up in the direction of you to see what I could hear up in maybe Toronto or what I could hear up in the Buffalo area. That's a good distance away, so it becomes good DX. It's I don't know how far Buffalo is, more than 100 miles away. So anytime you get TV stations 100 miles away, to me is always pretty good DX. So fun is. There's a lot of stuff to interest us. That's for sure. Okay, give me a comment on whether the audio has chopped at all, because I'm still hearing the popping on yours. So if I'd like to know if my audio is stable to you. VA3 Whiskey Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Sorry about that. I was looking at something. VA3WV. I'm getting some kind of short of Mary here through my other radio. VA3WV Echo November 93. No, it's okay, Stan. I might be driving this just a little bit hard with the audio. You're okay though. You're fine. In that picture, I'm just trying to determine. Well, it's kind of hard to say. The 432 and 220 antennas are actually looks like they're aimed right at me. And on 220, on some decent days, I work simplex to south of Buffalo, and we Google Earth measured it, and it's almost 100 miles to this guy's station. I work down in where is it now? He's down where the Buffalo Bills play. And I've forgotten what the name of the town is, but he's also on top of the Niagara Escarpment south of Buffalo. And he's about another 100 feet higher than me, so he's about 1,300 feet ASL. And on a fairly regular basis, I can work him simplex. And on good days, I actually can cover local Buffalo stations. He's talking on, what is it, 224, 500, I guess is the 220 simplex frequency. Haven't been on it for a while because I snapped the PL259 connector off the coax and still haven't gotten my bag of 10 connectors yet. So, and FM simplex, I can talk to guys in Buffalo, New York, and that general area on a fairly regular basis. Work all sorts of repeaters in Western New York. It's a good spot. And when you get a little bit of travel in the center, like I say, it's huge. I've actually worked mobiles on 2 meters south of the Buffalo area. And Buffalo is about 70 miles. I think 65 to 70 miles. Let's say downtown Buffalo, 65 to 70 miles southeast of me, which is, like I say, where that TV antenna is aimed and stays there unless the wind twists us around. And I can't remember where the Buffalo Bills play. Anyway, that's where this guy's at. WA2BTW. I talked to him quite a bit on 220 FM simplex. Anyway, Stan, now the audio's fine. Here, I'm going to back off the microphone a little bit and see if that helps any. That's probably about 6 inches away there, Stan. KA1 Zulu Echo, Portable 3, Fox, November 01, BA3WV Echo, November 93.
Yeah, very good. You're sounding good. You sound easier copy, easier on the head, I guess, when you're 6 inches away. It It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal for sure. You know, you're never close to missing any words. I have so much noise that comes from your north in the northwest where you are that I'm just happy to hear a signal that comes up, it rises above the noise. And yours at 162 miles away rises above the noise nicely. So good. Well, good on all of the fun, all of the descriptions, and we'll carry on, see who else we can log this morning. But awfully nice to have a longer chat with you. Normally it's just quick in and out. Give myself a chance this morning to say good morning and a little bit more. 7-3. We'll look for you later, Bill. VA3 Whiskey Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Yeah, sorry about that, Stan. I'm not used to the new radio. And just in closing, on really good days, I'm sure you're familiar with Sean, VA3XTT. On really good tropo days in the summer, he's got a couple of repeaters up at his QTH, which is probably at least 100 miles to the east of me, and I can bring them up sometimes on a nice hot summer day with the tropos. Hot and heavy, for lack of a better word. All right, so 3 Stan, I'll let you carry on and work some more guys. I'm 9 times out of 10, the antennas all the antennas are facing south, either southeast or southwest, which are the two quietest locations, and being where I am geographically in North America, I find that parking the 6-meter beam southwest gives me the best opportunity to work any 6-meter activity, just because of the fact that I guess probably about 80% of the rest of the continent is in that direction. Okay, Sam, there you go. That's the lowdown. 7-3, and we're listening. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, VA3WV.
Okay, VA3 Whiskey Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, real good. Forgot the last transmission. I wanted to tell you that I used to have a 222 repeater at my house in Connecticut many years ago, back in the 1970s, and that was really what got me super excited about getting on VHF and above. I was always a low band contester and had huge antennas for the low bands at my house, and ran a multi-single in all of the major DX contests, and operated single op in all of the sweepstakes contests. But the location was really good, and our club, Murphy Marauders, was in the business of putting up some 220 repeaters so that we could kind of communicate with other multi-ops during a contest. So my house was one where we put up a 222 repeater, and the coverage was so good, and I was so excited to see the VHF stuff. I came to the conclusion in a hurry. I said, wow, this location, although it works very nice on HF, it would do a much better job, relatively speaking, on VHF. So that was, and the antennas were small enough to stay up in the air. My 3-element 40-meter beam with 75-foot long reflector and 48-foot boom, that always scared me when it got loaded with ice. It never fell apart, and that was back in 1976 I had it. And we moved the antenna to Hudson, Massachusetts when I got off of HF, and that antenna is still up in the air. So the elements never broke, or the boom never broke in all of that time. So that was a pretty good antenna that I fabricated to last that long. Anyway, I digress. That is not my story. My story was it was much easier to keep a VHF antenna in the air than an HF antenna. So I migrated to VHF and never looked back. 73, and you have a good morning. KA1ZE Portable 3.
In closing, I actually, and I don't know what the picture is, I got a picture of that whole, well, the stuff on the tower coated in about an inch of ice. After a freezing rainstorm, the following day was bright and sunny, and everything up on the top of that tower was gleaming with, like I say, about probably a good inch of ice on all the elements. And I was really concerned that everything was going to come crashing down. One other thing is, I'm sure you talked to Peter, VA3ELE. The 220 antenna up there is one of his homebrews that he used, but it was too small for him, 10 elements, it wasn't enough for Peter. Because he's doing, I guess he's doing E and E now, but that was one of two antennas that he built for 220 SSB, whether it be E and E or not. And I got it off of him, and it works quite well also. So there you go, a little bit of hand spirit in there. Okay, Stan, yep, I've talked too much, and I'm going to take a stand back here and let you carry on with somebody else here. K10 Echo Portable 3 VA3WV.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm actually seeing if I can line you up with a contact down in FM29 at about almost 400 miles away. N3 Radio Germany. I don't know if Ray's listening or he's going to respond on the chat page, but Ray's does a good job in your direction, and you'd have to point your antenna at about 137 degrees to work him. And KA1ZE reference-wise, I'm at 139, so you're pretty much pointed at him if you're pointed at me. So we'll see if he replies on the chat page. Also, since you got a good shot down to the southwest as well, you should make sure that you make noise at KD8 Juliet, Quebec, in Echo Nancy 91. I know you've worked him before, Don, and he's at 208 degrees from you. So let's see if Ray's listening. N3 Radio Germany, okay, he's working on, okay, he's on 6 meters now. All right, so I'll talk to you later, and I guess Ray was not listening. So 73 KA1ZE Portable 3.
Oh, well, actually, Stan, I worked him on 432. Ray, some digital stuff. He's a big digital guy. I worked him with that arrangement up there with on the old 726 with a 100-watt amplifier, and I forget which motor was on 432, but I believe it was 58. So it's kind of strange. I do have a very good path on 2 and 432 to the southeast. I work a number of guys down that way, and actually I started to work days there, but it wasn't happening this morning. He sort of down around Nick Roads too. And the other thing I kind of made a mistake is that I put the stop point for the rotor, for that particular rotor, on the south. So for me to go from southeast to southwest, I have to turn it all the way around and back to the southwest. Which next time I do it, if I ever do it again, I'll not do
that. Oh boy, yeah. Well, I can relate to that somewhat. My stop is at about 320. My stop is at about you for my big antenna. So I don't ever, I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it. I don't like to turn the antenna to its limits. It always makes me nervous. So, I don't like moving the coax all that much. If I can keep the coax, I don't want to get it tangled. I don't want any of those bad things happening, especially when I'm so far away and it's so far up in the air. I don't want to do that.
Good morning, Stanley. Yeah.
Hey, VE3 UET's on the Mumble chat. So VE3 UET, say good morning to my good friend VA3 Whiskey Victor. VA3 Whiskey Victor, stand by a minute and I'll let you talk. VE3 UET, go ahead, Mike. Mike's lips are not moving right now, so he's not talking. Back up to you, VA3 Whiskey Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Okay, India, Quebec, is that the call? KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3?
Morning, Stan. N3 MI2, November 3, Mike, India, Quebec. Brian down here in Fox, Mike 19, over.
Norway 3, Mexico, Italy, Quebec. Good morning, and thank you very much for Fox Mary 19 this morning. Were you hearing the station, or are you hearing the station that I'm talking to, Brian, over?
Channel VE3 UET.
GM Stan just checking in from Android.
Well, yeah, he's up in Echo Nancy 93. He's in the on the escarpment. You know, he's up past Buffalo. He's up into Canada. Over.
Okay, then I would imagine he's facing you. I did turn up that way. I'm all the way north now. I got to go west all the way around to him. But anyway, I did that. No, I was not hearing him.
Okay, well, let me. I'm going to I'm just. He's on here right now, so I'm going to see where he needs to point. And he needs to point at 148 degrees. So he's not all that far off. Because when he points at me, he points at 139 degrees. So you're only 9 degrees off of him. So it's not a. You're not messing up the directions all that much. Let me. It's kind of in my area. So I'll let him make a transmission, and you see if you can wiggle your antenna. N3MIQ. I'll tell you, Brian, where you are, what you got to face me at. KA1ZE. Your antenna facing me is 337 degrees, and his call is Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Victor, and for him you would be facing at 330 degrees. So you're real close to his heading. So keep listening up in that direction. I'm going to have Bill make another transmission. VA3 Whiskey Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Over.
Okay, Stan, yeah, you're right. And the really good thing about aiming at you is I aim almost at all the guys down that way, so I just get a good signal around you and everything else is lined up. All right, I was kind of watching Steve and Dave trying to do something, and I forgot that gentleman's call, so there's an N3 something or other. I'll just kind of sit here and talk and make some noise here while you're trying to get the beam on me. Don't know what else to tell you. VA3WV Echo November 93. We're listening for that station.
Okay, Norway 3, Mike Italy, Quebec. Did you copy anything at all from VA3 Whiskey Victor?
Not much. I do think I heard it one time. I did hear just a little something when I was turning back down to like 330 down that way, but no, not much. Over.
Yep. Okay. Very good. Well, good. Thanks for listening. Thanks for trying. He didn't hear anything. Kind of like maybe there was something in the background, is what it sounds like, but not enough to copy this morning. Bill, that would be that's about 360 miles away, I think, from you, Bill. So anyway, thank you very much, Bill. You keep listening. You hear something, you let me know, and we'll see if we can get you lined up.
It's actually very quiet to the southeast this morning. Not even a hint of anything in there. So we'll see. We'll see. The temperature has warmed up, so I was hoping for some proper this morning, but maybe not. All right, 7:30 is done, and I'll let you carry on, and we'll be standing by. VA3WV Echo November 93.
Okay, real good. Well, you have a good weekend, what's left of it, and we'll catch up with you later. I'll go over and say hi to Brian. Brian, how have you been? What happened this week that's exciting? Go ahead.
Not too much. Just working. I did blow some capacitors out of one of my old amp supply amplifiers last night, which kind of scared me to death when that thing popped. And besides that, it's just the work detail. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, what was it, a high voltage supply capacitors that were popping on you? That would make me a little bit nervous too. Got to keep your hands in your pockets. Over.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, man, that's really something. I remember I used to have on the low bands a 4-1000. I had a 4-1000, and gosh, I gotta believe. I don't know. That was back in the 1970s, so my brain is a little bit foggy, but Doggone, I think I had a power supply that was, what was it, a 5,000 volt power supply? It seems like that's not. Yeah, it seems like that is what it was. It was a really high voltage, higher than like the SB220 anyway. Over.
Yeah, well, that's not what this is. It is a amp supply, the LK500, which does have the 23-500s in it. And evidently, maybe from me changing the tubes out at one time or another, I pushed them two capacitors up close to the bolt that secures the fan. The 4 bolts that secure the fan, because when it blew, that's what it blew on the short out against that bolt.
Oh, okay. So a little bit of mechanical failure, and that it's always scary getting your fingers in there.
Oh, yeah, well, I haven't put my fingers in there yet. I took the cover off this morning. I'll see what happens. I'm not going to mess with it until I don't have any of those capacitors on hand. I'm going to find some little. They're ceramic. They're 4 kilowatt ceramic capacitors. So I'm going to pick a couple of them up, and I'll just leave it unplugged. By the time I get to it, it'll be should be nothing left in there to zap me.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So, yeah, I'm familiar with the doorknob capacitors too. All of that stuff is in the past. I've now gone solid state, and this Beco amplifier that I'm using, I don't know if I'd want to even mess with it, but it certainly doesn't have the high voltages. Over.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, well, I have 2 of these amp supplies, and I'll keep them running for a while. I'm not going to invest in any more amplifiers, I hope.
Someone out there could be Stan.
Good, Stan. You sound good down here, 5 and 9 plus, of course. And the leaves are coming off the trees, so hopefully I'll be able to hear them a little better.
Okay, well, good luck with you, Brian, and the leaves falling off the tree. I don't know how much difference they make on 2 meters. I don't think they make a whole lot of difference, maybe depending on what kind of tree it is. I've seen, and I've made a lot of contacts with the antennas buried in the trees on 2 meters, so I'm sure if it were 1296, you'd be in big trouble. Hi. 10 gigs even worse. So I will say 73 to you. I'm hearing some East Coast activity right now. Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor is talking to some people. So get that antenna pointed up at New England and say good morning to the good folks up in New England. N3, Mike, Italy, Quebec, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Okay, thank you, Stan. Well, yeah, same. I mean, that's just what this antenna is. I can't get above the trees here. It's buried right in the trees. All right, 73, you have a nice week coming up. And for him, I do.
Yep. Okay. Very good. Well, you're doing good, and we'll see as the leaves fall off if the signal changes. That's about 32 dB out of the noise, 3.2, and conditions change every day. Probably a whole lot more than the leaves are going to have an effect, but we'll see. Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Ron, have you still got me? Over.
Yeah, I hear you there, Stan. K1ZEWZ1V. Good morning, Fox Norway 31. Yeah, you're about 5 and 7, 5 and 8 here. We got 28 degrees and cloudy this morning, so not as cold as yesterday. Over.
Okay, Ron. Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 with Kilo Delta 4 Alpha Alpha also in here. Good morning to Tom. Yeah, Ron, temperature here probably like I told you last week or yesterday, up in the low 80s, and it just that's what it is. Sun and low 80s. Got to go to breakfast. A neighbor across the street had having a birthday today, so we're all going to go out to breakfast. I was out there at 6 o'clock this morning tying balloons to his lamp post. I don't see him across the street yet recovering the balloons, so I don't think he's up yet. Hi. But 9:30, got to get out of here. You have a good morning, Ron. We'll talk at you later. Got a good signal, about 30 dB out of the noise. WZ1V, KA1ZE Portable 3.
Okay, Stan. Well, that all sounds like fun, I guess. I don't know, but have a good time with it anyway, and work some of the guys here. So 7-3, And we'll listen for Tom after you're done with him, too. K1ZE, W3XTT, good morning.
Okay, good morning to you, and KD4AA, good morning. I've got Ron moving his antenna down to talk to you when I get finished, and I'm hoping that N3 Mike Italy Queen and Fox Mike 19, that Brian is going to be looking up at Ron too. So Ron, keep your ears open for N3 Mike Italy Quebec at the same time. KD4AA, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Good morning, Stan. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, KD4AA. See a little QSB on the signals this morning, but I'm not seeing you up as good as 5 and 9. Right now you're up at 5758, and the antenna switching continues here. And the
Vince, sounds great.
generally are still better.
Exciting.
One period there where they were equal, and one period when the Chris-Graphs were 2-minute units better. So I guess it's location more than anything else. KD4AA.
All right. Well, your signal's not terribly strong right now. You're about 20 dB out of the noise. So please give me a short A/B check again today. I like to look at the antenna testing. Over.
Okay, well, right now the band is down, so this is a good time to make the test. This is Cushcraft antennas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's M squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back to the Cushcraft, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I can't say as there's much difference at all right now. I didn't really see anything. During the transmission, each of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, your signal on both antennas was approximately the same peak and approximately the same valley in the voice peak. So I'm saying they're pretty much the same right now.
Right now the M squares are winning the battle. They're getting higher peaks, so it's back and forth. It's a seesaw.
Okay, let me see it again.
All right, these are M squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are Cushcraft, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, well, they were exactly the same. Low of 20, high of 26 on both.
Well, that's a strange condition, but it's a very rapid change of condition this morning. Nothing gradual about it. Signals just suddenly peaked. And right now I'm back over on the Cushcraft. I'll keep them there. I'll keep it there until we finish here. But anyway, better than average signals for me this morning from your station. The QSB is not as deep as it usually is. So I think the slightly warmer air that's moving in on us is probably giving us a little bit of a layering effect and setting up a little bit of a tropo duct, I guess. And it's very welcome indeed. So enjoy the birthday party. I think that's kind of interesting that you sneaked over there in the dark and put the balloons on. I can only imagine what some of the balloons would look like if some real prankster got his wishes. That could be interesting. Anyway, catch you later and have a great day. KA1 Zulu Echo, Portable 3, KD4AA.
Okay, well, I'm following the directions of the boss. The boss has told me that that's what I must do, so that's what I did do. Hi. And yeah, I agree. The conditions are not a real deep valley, but certainly up and down like crazy. And that's why when I was looking at the train of your signal on the strip recorder, that the up and downs from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't think were related to different amounts of power in each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was related more to QSB moving up and down that quickly. That's why I was seeing the 20 to 26 dB range. So anyway, you move your antenna up towards New England, and I'll just stand by and rest. I got to go get another cup of hot water anyway. KD4AA, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Okay, 73. We'll catch you later. And Vince, sunny and 80s, and I'm telling you, I think Friday was the day the temperature dropped down to 76 degrees. Hard to believe, 76 degrees. And that was the only day this month that the temperature has not been above 80. So now we're looking at the long-range forecast, the next 7 days, and it looks like next Sunday the temperature may drop below 80. So and it's tough. I mean, I would much prefer that nice wind. You know, when you've got the rain and cold and stuff like that, it's very, very enjoyable. Just picture me out on the beach. And Linda and I were out on the beach last week, and we're walking behind this gal with a thong. And of course, we're fighting the wind, and the wind is blowing not snow in our face, but white sand. So white sand is blowing in our face. And we're walking behind this gal with a thong on. Not a pretty sight. This gal here tipping the scales at a magical number of about 300 pounds. Certainly, we assumed that there was a thong there, but there was no visible thong at all. It was just awful. It hurt my head, and I can't get that thought out of my head. So don't complain about your weather. You know, the weather's always better across the street. I would prefer your weather. I wouldn't have to have seen that nasty sight. Time to get some water. Oh, let me pick this up, Vince. So why don't you get on Mumble? Drop me an email. And if you've got a computer, that you watch streaming audio on. So I'll give you the information how you can log into Mumble, and then you can hear anybody else that's logged in. Nobody's logged in right now other than me. You can see it on the screen here. I will demonstrate what this is here. All right, here's KA1ZE. This is my lips in EL87. This is FN01. This is the server out there. The server is W3XTT Tango, and this is the audio that's going and coming from FN01. So as more people log in, they'll be down here. And there have been a few that log in. Right now we have 3, and I'd like you to be number 4. I've sent Ron information, W9ZIH, so I hope he's able to get Mumble up and running there, and I'll give you guys all the passwords so you can get in here too. Whole lot more fun. Then you don't have to bang into me here. You can lost vision, left eye. Look away. Sounds funny, but yes. Time to get some hot water. Gary, I wonder if you're listening.
I need coffee, and I gotta run the car heat here a little bit. Can't be parked in my spot without a little bit of warmth. All right, very good. We'll see what we can hear. N2DXT, we're listening for fuel side.
N2DXT from KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. N2DXT KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Okay, Sean, very good. N2 Delta X-Ray Tango, thank you very much for FN20. Fox Nancy 01, Fox Nancy 01, and whereabouts in FN20 are you today? Go ahead. Okay, very good, very good. Yes, 80 degrees, 80 to 85, 80 to 85 and sunny, 80 to 85 and sunny. 73, Sean, 73. Well, Friday it was only 76. Friday was the only day below 80 this month, so Friday was 76. It was pretty chilly. Dit. Well, what do? We go out east or we go out west? Got the small antenna out east right now. Eight o'clock activity starts out there, serious activity, so I think I'll move it east, and then move the small antenna southwest. VA3 Hotel David, even though you're only testing the line, I would appreciate getting you in my log. This is KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 located in FN01.
Good morning, Stan. We are successfully tested our reline to the TS2000 and not another radio, which has happened before, so I always check first. Good morning from FN14, where it's warming up to a balmy. Let's see what we have here. I gotta just check this setting here. Anyway, 27.9 Fahrenheit. We're warming up down here.
Wow, you would think with the winter season approaching, your temperatures would be getting cooler, not warmer. That's awesome. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to wait until next Sunday to see another dip below 80. The 7-day extended forecast is all low 80s, 80 to 85, except for next Sunday dropping into the 70s. But I've already been there, done that. Friday we had a temperature that dropped down to 76, and that was the only day below 80 this month. So we're kind of used to those chilly winter temperatures already. Over.
Yes, sir. Did you get out a light winter jacket the other day when it dropped below 80? That must have been quite chilly for you. And I think it's the end of January where you guys get sometimes get the colder weather where it actually can drop quite chilly down there, almost to the freezing point a couple of times. I know the orange groves don't like it. And I think the space shuttle accident happened in the end of January of '86, so and that was because of cold temperatures. So you may still get your wish down there.
Well, I'm glad you recognized my love for cold weather. A lot of people seem to, they have trouble believing that, but I like the chilly weather. And yeah, we're on Pinellas County, which is between Tampa Bay and the Gulf of Mexico. So the waters moderate the temperature here a lot. And inland, when the temperatures are, so that the orange groves are doing whatever they can to protect their crop, which I don't know. This year, I think they got hit pretty bad with the hurricane winds, and I think that a lot of the farmers lost a lot of the oranges. But I'm sure there's several that are still good and thriving. But I don't think we really get down into the 30s even. I think we do have weather that goes down in the 40s, but I don't really remember getting anything in the 30s. And I know that the news is always showing, some areas of Florida and Tampa Bay area, the northern counties especially, where it will drop right down into the upper 20s. But that's not where we are. That's not where we are. This morning I had to go out and put balloons on a neighbor's light pole because it's his birthday today. So I went out and put some balloons out, and I've got a long sleeve shirt on right now. But the temperature was probably only 66 or 67, so that required a long sleeve shirt. Still have shorts on though. Over.
Well, you don't want to get too chilly, that's for sure. I can't really complain, we had a pretty decent October, and September was amazing down at the cottage. It was actually the best month of the year, or the season, I should say. I like the warm weather myself, but I do enjoy, we're starting to put up our LED Christmas lights now little by little, so the seasons have changed, so we're in the middle of that. Anyway, I really had no idea, honestly, where you were down there until Hurricane Irma, and now I know exactly where you are. Probably the exact street. I could find it if I looked it up. So we did check that out when the hurricane was bearing down on you, and I'm glad it missed you. That was a blessing in disguise. So anyway, back to you, and maybe we'll drum up some activity here. WA3XTT. I'm portable in the house here.
Okay, W1COT's checking in with me too, so I'll be saying good morning to Bob, and then please move your antenna down there. And hey, let's hope that conditions are a little better. I don't think I've ever heard conditions as poor as the last several days with your link down there to the Connecticut stations. Let's hope that today's a better day. Well, we know they go up and down anyway. And yes, great on the weather. I really do miss the seasons. But Linda and I were sitting out on the back porch yesterday, and we were just smiling, saying, "Boy, isn't this nice?" This really is. Kevin is complaining of the temperatures up in Connecticut. I don't know whether it was 18 degrees. Seems like a number that he was running by, and that's pretty brisk and chilly. And yes, I do like the snow. But it's nice not to have to live where the temperatures are, that cold for months at a time. they have to battle the snow and stuff. I like to look at it, play around in it, and then it would be nice if it went away, and I'd look forward to the next snowstorm. 73, Sean, for now, and we'll listen for W1COT, and then I'm sure he's going to move his antenna in your direction. W1COT, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. You're already in my log. Over.
Yeah, good morning, Sam. K1ZE stroke 3, W1COT FN01. And I got you in my log also. At 8 o'clock I logged it in. Anyway, I hear you talking about the temperature this morning. Well, it's 24 degrees here a few minutes ago, 65% humidity, and it's mostly cloudy. But the wind isn't blowing, and maybe a little better today. So it's been a little bit chilly. Not that it's really that cold, it's just that it was, all of a sudden, like when we got used to the Indian summer weather we were having. So, I wouldn't write off the the freezing temperatures down there yet, Dan. You haven't been there quite long enough. You may get a little cold snap one of these days, in spite of the location, And I know it does get cold down there, even quite a bit further south. When I was there for that year in 1948-9, I was there for 6 months or so. My last year of high school, it got pretty cold that winter. That was down in Fort Lauderdale. Anyway, we also had a hurricane that year, so I experienced all of it. And that was when I first got down there in September. Anyway, the conditions look pretty good, Stan. Your signal's up 20, 25 dB above the noise. And the noise is not too bad, but, I'd like to see it lower, but a little better than what it's been. So maybe things are looking up. K1ZE, W1COT.
Okay, W1COT, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Real good. Well, I'll be interested in that contact I'm going to be listening to with you pointing up there at Sean, because I know it's been rough sledding going up that way and not as easy as normal. And, contacts are always made. VE3 Zulu Victor is listening to you right now, so maybe before you move your antenna up to work, Sean, maybe you want to just sneak it up to EN92. See if you can get the Stephen in your log this morning, Bob. I'm going to stand by for that. We'll carry on at length more during the week. My question for you was going to be, how's my ex-neighbor doing? I haven't heard him on the radio all that much, and a little bit concerned. Wonder if he's having any issues or just taking a little break from being on all the time, or I'm just not catching him, Bob. And then call VE3 Zulu Victor, W1 Charlie Oscar Tango, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Charlie Oscar Tango from Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victoria. Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor Echo November 92 EN92. Over.
Okay, USL. B3ZB EN92 W1COT FN31. FN31 here. Pretty good signal. You might be surprised at the above the noise. Not super strong.
Bob. Very good morning. You're now currently 5 and 5. You're 55 5 by 5. So thanks for the contact and enjoy your day. Whiskey 1 Charlie Oscar Tango Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor 73 Bob.
7-3. Today is outstanding compared to what we got yesterday and the day before. Almost nothing yesterday. And you know the CW, I think the work, well, not the day before with CW, the work shot up there. So,
V3 Zulu Victor, Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor, E3ZV, WZ1V, V3ZV, WZ1V, break.
Okay, thanks, Bob, and enjoy your day. Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor, Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor, 55 EN92, 55 EN92, Ron, over.
W1COT, VA3XT, good morning.
Go ahead, Ron.
Looking like you're 5 and 5 or better, right?
WZ1V, we're about 5 and 3 on the peak. 5 and 3 on the peak. Fox Norway 31, France Norway 31. Good to hear you, Steve, over.
Okay, QSL, thanks for the 5 and 3. Thanks for the 53 on peaks, and you're 5 and 5, Ron. Very good morning, 7-3. Good morning, 7-3. Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor, Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor. 7-3, Ron.
Roger, and we're in FN14 here, and you are between 5-5 and 5-9, so yeah, I think things are back to normal. I think probably the difference in temperature was, and the weather might have been that causing that. Anyway.
Good contact, Ron. Good stuff. Listening to the 400-mile contacts being made at the same time on the same frequency. Cool stuff. Let me turn those antennas off. VE3 Zulu Victor, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Good morning, Steve.
Yeah, very good morning, Stan, and sounding pretty good this morning. You were really booming in here when you were chatting with Bill there earlier, so just doing a little checking emails and stuff here, just kind of listening around now. Good to not have to work today, so a little cool in the shack. I got the space heater going, but we're not as cold as it's been the last couple of days, so we're enjoying a little bit warmer. So anyways, Kilo Alpha 1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor. Go ahead, Stan.
Okay, I'm going to just stand by and let the traffic carry on. So thank you very much, and we'll talk at you later. KA1ZE Portable 3. Hey, good morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning to you as well, Stan. Sounding good on the computer.
Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor, you've got VA3 Hotel David calling you.
Okay, I gotta move the antenna a little bit. Maybe up here, about here. VA3HD, VA3HD, WZ1V. Any copy, Sean?
Roger. Not too strong right now. Bob was 5 and 9. You're only 5 and 1.
I heard you earlier on the radio.
You did. RF-wise, when I was talking to KD4AA.
Roger.
Are you listening to the white noise too, the receiver noise as well?
No, I've got that cut off right now.
All right. WZ1V and VA3HD are loud.
Yeah, I was able to work Steve this morning. Zero Victor or VE3.
VE3 92.
Yeah, he had quite a nice signal this morning. That's quite a haul for me here.
That's a super station. That guy is, Steve does a really good job in all directions. I'm going to write that down, N4 ASF. See how far that is. He's just worked COT and WZ1V, and it's 439 miles to you. So he's already worked 406 miles, 413 miles, and 438 miles.
He's putting some mileage in work this morning.
Yeah, he's really racking up the mileage. N4 Alpha Sugar Fox is on my Mumble right now. He's not listening to the receiver noise right now, although he can, at a flip of the switch, turn it on. So W1COT, KA1 Zulu Echo, Portable 3. If you're still listening to me, Bob, thanks for the information on Dan, and I was a little concerned. I thought maybe getting up and down the stairs was not good for him, but I guess he's still in therapy, so everything's probably getting a lot better, Bob. Over.
Oh, yeah, Dan, he's doing quite well. He's up and around and getting about what he usually does.
You listening now to the receiver?
Roger.
Okay.
All the other activities that he
You
does,
call him when I'm going to key for you.
Roger.
Like a glee club they have there or whatever. That singing group is, he's back into that and everything else too. So as far as I know, he's pretty much up to speed. Except he just doesn't get up in the morning, you know. Go ahead.
W1COT, can you copy November 4 Alpha Sugar Foxtrot Portable 3?
Yeah, I copy good. That's 4ASS. Stroke 3. W1COT FN01. Good morning.
Okay, Bob. Good to hear you in here this morning. I'm using Stan's radio to talk with you this morning. Over.
Yeah, no, I think I heard you on there the other day doing the same thing, and it's pretty neat. All you gotta do now is get all the other control stuff going, and you can take control of the station. For that, what Stan is trying to set up, I know that. And I'm waiting because I'd like to work some of the western stations myself once in a while. Be sort of thing too. Provided he gives me control of the big antenna up on top. N4ASF stroke 3 W1COT.
Okay, well, very good, Bob. Very good. Quite a station here. So it's been fun. It's been fun. Well, look, take care. Take care. Maybe we'll hook up with you direct via the RF. You have a super day. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll talk with you later, Bob. W1COT and 4ASF Portable 3. Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor in 4ASF Portable 3. Good morning again, Ron. Over.
Okay, 5 and 9, Dave. Okay, they agree it's from FN01 on Stan's station. Wow, 5 and 9. Is this what you were trying to tell me earlier? Over.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. I wish I had a setup like this, but anyhow, Stan's very gracious and gives me a little bit of airtime. You have a wonderful day, Ron, and we'll talk to you with you a little later on. WZ1V and 4ESF Portable 3.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot of fun for sure. All right, 7-3, have fun there, Dave. 4ESF WZ1V.
7-3, Ron.
N4ASF Portable 3, VA3XT.
I didn't copy the QRZ again, please.
Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Delta.
Okay, Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Delta. Very good morning to you. Can't work you direct, but certainly can hear with Stan's antenna network. Over.
Roger. Well, we actually have worked direct. I think once in voice and several times in CW, but it's been a while. I really haven't concentrated to the south, so that's probably more my doing. Anyways, I had a question for you, Dave, when you're ready. N4ASF Portable 3, VA3HD, and FN14.
Okay, I'm ready for the query. Go ahead.
I see on the chat page you're speaking about a launch of something, and you have my curiosity up. I do pay close attention to rocket launches and other things, so I'm just wondering what launch you were speaking to Bill WV about. Go ahead.
Okay, Sean. Well, that was a local launch from my area here at Wallops Island, Virginia, and they launching supplies up to the space station, and they launched at about I think it's about 7:19 this morning. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm familiar with the site. I didn't realize you were close to that site. Very good. I didn't know they were launching today, but I know they've launched a lot of space vehicles from that site. And as well, I believe they launch out of Vandenberg Air Force Base in California, some things here and there, and as well down at Kennedy. So, well, very good. You get to see some interesting things there.
Roger on that. I used to work at Wallops before I retired, and I worked in the rocket end of it, so I pretty well know what's going on. So, but anyhow, Roger on working before. I knew we had worked before, but I just meant lately. And I'd be willing to, if you are, to try it again this morning. Over.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. You just name a frequency, and we can give it a try, Dave.
Okay, let's try 180 CW. Is that okay with you? Over.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that.
Okay, I'll see you on 180 in about a minute on Charlie Whiskey. And in case we don't hook up, a pleasure talking with you. And if you have any questions about any launches coming up, feel free to let me know. Take care for now, and hopefully I'll see you on CW here in about a minute. VA3HD from N4 ASF, Portable 3.
Okay, Dave, thanks for the information, and I'd be glad to discuss that with you. We'll meet you on 180.73. Thanks, Dan.
Okay, well, good luck on the QSO on 180. And Dave will let you go, and I'm sure you're going to shut your red lips out. I don't know whether I like this feature on Mumble or not. If somebody's able to talk, we have everybody logs in with their name and for ASF or your call letters, and then if you're able to talk, the lips turn bright red, and if you're not able to talk, they don't turn bright red. So, but it's kind of funny looking at Dave looking at these bright red lips. And for ASF, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. You have a good luck. Bye.
Okay, Stan. I'll be back in a few. Get you in my log.
That N4 station that just came in there rather loud.
Okay, that was N for Alpha Sugar Fox. He is down in Fox Mary 27, but he was operating through my Mumble connection to the radio station. So if you're on Mumble, whatever you're talking on Mumble, and if I press down on the foot switch, you're talking on my radio. So that's how that was all happening, but he's actually in Virginia. Over. Yep, that was through my station. Alpha Charlie 3 Lima, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, Fox Nancy 01, Fox Nancy 01, over.
Roger, S9 right now, 73 almost.
73, thank you, Ed. So yeah, that's working pretty good. We're going to try to get W9ZIH also doing that. So W9ZIH is going to be using Mumble as soon as he gets somebody to give him a hand on the computer, but it's pretty easy stuff. So we'll talk at you later. CQ, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Anybody else for my log? Over. Okay, going to move my antennas to the west, moving west. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Hey, Bernie, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I listened on your, I was listening to the streaming audio, and I think your audio is still low on the radio itself. I listened to N4 ASF, and then your audio is a little bit lower when you were making those contacts yesterday. I don't really know how to change it. I don't know whether it can be changed. My antenna is coming your way anyway.
Yeah, I've got the like a desk mic on right now. I didn't put the headset on, so the headset's a little bit louder.
Yeah, you're right down. When I'm listening to the receiver noise right now, and listening to the receiver noise blocks out your signal. It'll be fine when I switch off that. Okay, here W9ZIH is calling on CW. $560 miles. Fine on the QRM rod.
Yep, very good. Have fun. 73.
Yeah, he's got a good signal this morning.
Into SLO, 73.
QR Nancy, I've got it's unbelievable.
Yeah, nice meteor ping too.
that's nasty. That may be rain static or something. It's 20 dB above the normal noise floor now. Boy, that was nasty. Whew. All right, Bernie, I'm going to call you on the radio. You turned down the radio? KC8 Yankee Japan Boston, KC8 Yankee Japan Boston, KC8 YJB, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Over, over, over.
Turn my antenna heavily towards you.
Ron, if you're listening, I know you're listening probably right now. Check out this receiver mess. Just the west antenna right now, we've got 10 decibels of noise. So, man, oh man, this noise better go away or we're going to have a lot of trouble this winter. Move the antenna. Well, Bernie's in this direction, so I'm going to be hopefully waiting for Bernie. KC8YJB, KC8YJB, KC8YJB. This is KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Over. Okay, Bernie, very good. Well, you're coming through just above that noise that I described. It's 10 decibels above the normal noise floor, and you are about 15 decibels above the noise floor. So you're about 5 dB above that strong noise source out to the west. It just came on. It wasn't there when I started talking to Ron. So Fox Nancy 01 for the log. Let's make this official. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 to KC8YJB. Yeah, okay. I didn't look. Well, it's cold enough where probably, I don't know whether it's rain. I'm going to look at the weather out there in FN01. Okay, Bernie, it's 20 degrees in FN01 right now. So if water comes, if precipitation comes, it's not going to be good. Wow. Okay. Very good. Very, very poor. Looking at that big rain shower now going all the way out to Ron, W9ZIH. So I was making that contact all through that rain and miserable weather. Well, I guess the signal was considerably drier. It was up above it. Hi, hi. Okay, Bernie. Very good. Well, I'll listen for you on the Mumble chat, but sure wish we could get your audio a little bit up, make it a whole lot easier for you to make contacts, because I think you put out a whole lot lower power than I do because my voice is so much stronger. I know you'll work on that. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ. Anybody else? Anybody hearing Bernie? KC8YJB. This is KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Okay, CQ, CQ, CQ from KA1 Zulu, Echo Portable 3. Okay, I can hear you in there, but through a high noise floor. So give me your call again. I'll know I'll be able to pull it out. Go ahead. Yeah, QRZ, call again. QRZ, call again. Okay, heard Foxtrot. Give me a couple of calls. Foxtrot. Okay, very good. Very solid transmission that time. King Bravo 9, Hotel Queen Fox. Thank you very much for the call. I'm in Fox Nancy 01, of course, and good to talk to you, Bob, out there in EN 71. I've got a wicked high noise floor in your direction, making it a little bit trickier. But good morning to you, and thanks for giving me a call this morning. KB9 Hotel Queen Fox, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Okay, very good on most. Very good. Got most of that, Bob. Lots of QR Mary also. Stations on out to my east on the back of my antenna. So fighting a little bit of that, but thank you very much for the contact on a nice Sunday morning. I suspect it's a little bit rainy out in your part of Indiana. But thank you so much for getting in my log this morning, and you can listen for KC9 Yankee Japan Boston. He's out in the Cleveland area, and he may have his antenna pointed in your direction. So 73 for now. Thank you again for the contact this morning. 73 KC9 KB9 Hotel Queen Fox, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
M4 Stan, were you hearing my CW side tone when I called Sean? I forgot to turn Mumble microphone off.
No. Okay, 73, Bob. Bernie, are you copying him? Let's turn the antenna back and talk to Peter.
Okay, got the headset in now.
Did you get to call HQF?
He dropped out when he finished with you. Went down to the noise.
I couldn't copy him through all of that noise, really. I got enough to get call letters and grids and stuff like that, but the casual conversation was pretty difficult.
Yeah, when he first went to you, he was perfect. Then towards the end, when you were clearing off, he just went down the noise there. So
yeah, okay.
It's that weather attenuation.
Probably. I'm sure it's probably raining out there too. I would say that your audio, as long as you get closer to the microphone, it's probably going to be okay. Here.
Yeah,
it's still.
See if it took.
Yeah, it's still not. Your audio on the air is aggressive sounding. Your audio here is way too laid back.
Okay, any better? No.
Yeah, probably talk
Boost
longer.
the mic here. There we go. Okay, I just boosted the mic here. About halfway now on mic boost.
Yeah, okay, that's good. We're going to start talking to Connecticut stations. You want to talk as well? Are you listening to the receiver noise?
I can kick it on. I got to turn the thing off. Okay, I've got a mic boost now at plus 30, so that should help.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to talk to Peter, who's talking right now.
Okay, I can see my mic gain moving now on the meter here, so
okay,
much more audio than before.
Well, that seems like whatever you did, you probably exceeded it, because I thought I heard it chop a little. They give me a minute to say something, and I will. I'm going to call Pete. K1 Peter, X-ray easy, KA1 Zulu, Echo portable 3. K1 PXE, KA1 Zulu, Echo portable 3.
The Canadians, K1 PXE.
I heard Canadians and K1 PXE. Did I double with you? Oh, he's talking to local people.
Good morning, stand K1ZE, K1 PXE, FN01.
Okay, Peter, K1 Peter, X-ray easy, KA1 Zulu Echo portable 3. Fox November 01 here, Peter, and did you get to work Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor this morning? Over.
No, I have no Canadians in my log, over.
All right, VA3HD and VE3 Zulu Victor have been on here. I don't know, VE3 Zulu Victor, Steve, are you listening? Over. No, Steve's not listening, but I did hear he did work. Well, I looked like he's got 3 400 milers in his log already. Bob, Ron, and N4 Alpha Sugar Fox. So anyway, Ron, pretty cold, 20 degrees out in FN01. Okay, Peter, is it you got a lot of local traffic out there right now?
Fairly quiet right now.
All right, you call him, Bernie.
Peter, KC8YJB portable 3.
Okay, KC8YJB just called. Yeah, you blew right out of the passband. That must be too much audio now. KC8YJB, go again.
Okay, let me crank it back down again there.
N4 Stan have beat QSY to 180 when done with you.
Okay, yeah, trying to get a couple things tweaked here. That may be better right there.
Okay, K1 Peter X-ray easy, KA1 ZE portable 3.
Yep, now Carl and Bob are working, so it's pretty wild here, over.
Okay, very good. Well, we can make our own pile up with as many stations as can log into Mumble as I can seem to have. It would be like a pile up. Everybody could work each other from the same place. Over.
QSL. This is interesting.
I'm talking to Carl right now, and I think we can crosstalk. It's kind of difficult when Bob and Jay and Steve up there are trying to work different people in different directions. They wipe each other out, I think. KMTXT.
Oh yeah, well for sure. Well, Ron worked VE3 Zulu Victor at the same time VA3HD was working W1COT. That was fun. You know, Bernie, most of the folks do a lot of complaining, you know, when somebody jumps on a frequency that they're using, hey, it's my frequency, yada, 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 yada. You know, half the time we can have a lot of conversations going on at the same time, and, you know, isn't that a good thing to have too much noise on the radio?
Yeah, it's better than white noise.
That's for sure.
How's the level now? Pretty good?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. It seems like your audio just tails off sometime, that's all. I don't know whether you drift away from the microphone as you talk, or what is it? Did you say it was a desk mic?
I'm on a headset now.
Oh, okay. That'll be better, so it stays with you.
There, yeah, I cued the line noise from the radio there. But yeah, it's a Logitech headset right now.
Yeah, they're making contacts down to W2QEG. He's a good friend of mine.
Is this program full duplex? Must be, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk over the top of one another.
I wasn't sure if it just queued or not, but it's full duplex. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, in fact, it's funny. I had to unplug turn the radio off because the audio from the PC was keying the box on the radio when you were talking through this program. When I had it connected, I looked over and says, "Uh-oh!" So I just killed the rig here, so I wouldn't get that issue. Got it hooked in for digital stuff, so the Vox was kicking in.
I don't operate Vox at all. I've got a foot switch.
Yeah, I just do digital. I've got the PC tied into it through the program. I've got a cat control running to the rig. It's 897, so I've got the CW portion tapped off for CW key through a little thing I built, and then I've got audio keying through the different programs on it, FT8 and stuff like that.
I do have it so that it keys my radio out there because the program WSJT is located in Pennsylvania, so it actually keys the amplifiers and keys the radio and everything. But for a while, when I didn't have it working, I would manually look at the clock and put it on automatic so that it would send at the proper time, and just before the 15-second intervals I would step on the foot switch, so I would start transmitting a not hotkey about a second before the before the time was set to transmit, and on receive I would probably lose a second as well because I'd unkey after it stopped. But now that I've got it keying all by itself, it works great. I didn't want to take a chance on any Vox.
Yeah, the only Vox I've ever seen that works good is Echolink. It's got a very good, when you set up two of those stations, tie them together, you can remote key and everything quite well with it.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of traffic here on the radio.
Your head must spin in the morning listening to that. Can only comprehend so much.
This is like really test your gray matter, that's for sure. Linda and I have got to go to this birthday party a little bit later today, so I'm going to have to go get her up at 9:30, and so I won't be in here too much longer. We got to start getting ready for that.
Yeah, my son's on his way from Iowa this morning too, so he'll be in around dinner time, and we're having turkey and ham and a big meal, so the kids will be coming over, and got to make up the picture board and get ready for the event tomorrow. So yeah, busy day here too.
Yeah, Dave N4ASF is how does Bernie audio and my audio compare level-wise?
Bernie is a little bit lower than you, but
Yeah, I've got plenty of level here, so I'll leave it here. I think this is good. I'll puff if I go any higher.
Yeah, okay.
How
Well,
did my audio
I got to
sound?
get these guys to start listening to me on the radio. My contact total this morning is crummy. Let me see. What are we looking at here? Oh, we're not looking too bad. 15. Not bad. Not bad.
Well, I don't have you in the log this morning.
No, I haven't logged you yet. I gotta move my antenna down to work you. All right, I can do that on 205. Let me move my antenna down here.
I've got to swing the antenna around to pick you up, so it's going to take a few seconds for me to get around there.
All right,
I
looks
got
like
to go all the way.
I think KD4AA is probably transmitting. I heard a CW signal coming from your direction.
Okay, I got the antenna coming around. I see W8MIL wants to give it a try this morning.
I haven't got that page open. Let me open that page. Oh yeah. You're in demand.
Yeah, but I have trouble with him. But I'll get you on 205 in about 5 or 6 seconds. Over.
Okay, I am standing by looking at your direction. What happened here? Oh, I turned my receiver program off. Okay, let me. I gotta do something. It looks like I've got a temporary glitch out there. I can't see my receiver, but I'm hearing it, which is weird.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of stutter before internet, and it cleared up.
Okay,
That's back right now.
Is Tom talking down there, Dave? Oh, Dave is not. He's on mute right now. That's okay. I think I've got to reboot some stuff out there, unfortunately. KD8UD is talking. And I can't change frequencies right now because I can't see the receiver program, so we're really in bad shape. Wait for Lou to finish talking before I call in for ASF.
M4ASF, listening.
We got a lot going on. Okay, let me see if this might be a sneak right now.
Can you copy yet for ASF on side down over?
Ah, you sound just as good on sideband as you do on Mumble. Fox Nancy 01, N4ASF, KA1ZE Portable 3.
Okay, we're sounding good as well.
Bernie, you talk to him too.
And a pleasure. Get you in my log this morning and up your totals so that you can close the gap on Bob. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Well, I hope to close it. I got to close quite a bit. It looks like I'm now about 60 behind them, so I've made up the gap from 200 to 60. So we got time to catch them. The year isn't over till the end of June. Hi. Stand by 1 minute. Got another caller. N4ASF. Have a listen. Go ahead, Bernie.
Hey, N4ASF, KC8YJB, EN91. Good morning.
Okay, Bernie, very good. Copy you quite well here, all is well. How copy me, over?
Q5, no problem at all. Just a quick good morning, and I got to pull the plug and get out of here. Got a lot of stuff to do. Turkey and ham to make, and a bed to make up. His son's on his way from Iowa, so good morning, all. We'll talk to y'all later. 73s.
Okay, Bernie. Well, very good morning to you. Good to hear you in here, and you're doing a fine job. Do take care. We'll see you on Mumble, maybe tomorrow. KC8YJB. This is N4ASF. Over.
Okay, Dave. Real good. Yeah, it'll be a Tuesday, so got some unfortunate business tomorrow. So good morning, all. 73. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much, Bernie. We'll catch you tomorrow. You got a funeral or something?
Yeah, tomorrow morning. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta go start.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks. Catch you later.
Yeah, bye. CQ. Anybody else for my log this morning? This is KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, W2UAD.
Got a lot, W2UAD and VE3MLM. There were more calling from the south. So the south stations, I'll be right back with you. I'm going to say good morning to W2UAD and then pick you guys up. So Ken, Fox Nancy 01, W2UAD, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Thank you for FM01. Please copy my FM13, Ken. And you have a good day. It's 35 degrees here. 35 degrees here, but not exactly summer, or Florida either, for that matter. So 7-3, have a good day, W2UAD and FM13 clear.
Okay, Ken, we'll find on your weather. 20 degrees in FN01 right now. I don't know what it was earlier, but 20 degrees the internet says. And Bernie, KC8YJB is reporting the freezing rain. I think just went past them, but there looks like freezing rain, so that's a nasty condition for sure. Nothing in our area yet, but I guess you know that nasty season is quickly approaching. Ken, over.
Yeah, I do not like ice storms. I hate ice storms because we've had some ice storms, and without power, ice storms are no fun at all.
No, that's for sure. It happens to be raining right now. I didn't know a rain was going to happen, but there's a shower right now. I'm going to get off the radio real soon because Linda and I have to get ready to go to a birthday party. We're going to go out to, not a birthday party, we're going to go out to dinner with a breakfast with a neighbor. And his birthday is today, so I put balloons out on his lamp post this morning. And it's raining right now. Was a little chillier, but supposed to go up to the low 80s again today. All right, Ken, 73 for now. VE3 Mike, Lima Mike, KA1 Zulu, Echo, Portable 3. Over, Bob.
Good morning, Ken. Top of the morning. Is it okay on the rain and storm coming? I'm hearing you just fine now. Much better since you swung up again. Number 778 this morning.
Okay, real good. I have a number, interesting number to share with you this morning, and it's not as good as it could have been, but it got awfully close. Here's what the story is. KDA-JQ is keeping track of numbers of QSOs this year. And I've been noticing daily his number total being in the 700s is naturally growing by how many QSOs he makes every day. So, and your QSO number I knew today was going to be 778. Well, his number yesterday was 772 to me. So closely approaching what the number I was going to get from you today. So when I asked him for a number today, he gave me the number 780. Wouldn't it have been nice if he had talked to 8 people or 6 people instead of 8 yesterday? Then I would have gotten 778 from both of you. That would have been very cool, Bob. Over.
Possibilities and permutations. Numbers are just fantastic. So you can be looking for a lot of different things and great results out of it. So that's something else. I guess that's all the contact we've had with you as well. And I wish it had been every day because you and I would have been up there with Ken. But even with Ken, there's the odd day that I don't get. So interesting and always a lot of fun. I kind of wonder if a lot of people do this to don't say too much. So, top of the morning, Stan, and thanks for sharing that tidbit with me. And I'll have to look back and see how many contacts I've made since I think you said it was June the 1st. I'm not sure now, but that's another thing I haven't really noticed. Sometimes 3-4 days, sometimes less. That's all I've been getting lately, and I haven't checked out HF much because I've been deer hunting with my spare time. And my grandson and daughter got a doe this morning. They got a doe this morning up in Buckhorn, north of here, about an hour, right in the backyard. So he has 27 acres. So that's good news. Maybe I'll get lucky too. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, top of the morning, VE3MLM.
Okay, VE3MLM, KA1ZE Portable 3. Well, congratulations on them getting the doe, and good luck to you in that endeavor. Yeah, no, what made this comparison that I was giving you this morning so spectacular is we all can start at a different date, but the main thing, it's the numbers that I'm interested in. And I don't care whether it's numbers with me or numbers with whatever you want to make numbers with, it's all numbers. So his number, 780, is the number of QSOs for this year. Not with me, but for a number of QSOs this year on 2 meters. So my total right now is 1257 from July 1st. So everybody's got a different kind of number they're giving, but the numbers that you and I are exchanging are with actual QSOs. So it would have been rare indeed had he had given me 772 QSOs yesterday. Today he gave me 780. It would have been very nice if it turned out to be 778 like yours. So it's all fun stuff. It's fun stuff. Top of the morning, VE3 Mike Lima Mike, KA1ZE Portable 3.
Okay, Sean, numbers have been fascinating humanity since day one, I think, and there you go. Pardon the pun. Day one, it could have been 10,000 years ago. We've progressed. KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3, 7-3, and thanks a million, Stan, VE3MLM.
Okay, 7-3, and the stations to the south, I think there were 2 stations to the south calling. If you're still there, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3 CQ. CQ from KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. CQ KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. W3 Oscar Tango KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Good morning, John. I'm going to move my antenna a little bit. It'll be on the next transmission. W3 Oscar Tango KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Yeah, good morning, Stan. How you doing? A little chilly here up in this end today, 23 degrees. But I can tell them good here in FN21. I want you to get your antenna looking better at me, Stan. How well you're hearing me today.
Okay, very good, Rich. W3OT KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. Well, I've got the old antenna pointed in your direction. Big antenna still down there to the south, down in Virginia. So hearing you quite nicely, sounding good. And 20 degrees out in Coudersport about an hour ago. Pretty chilly, and again, temperatures down here in Florida. We did dip down on Friday below 80. It dipped down to 76 for a high and went back up over 80 again. So it looks like it's going to be between 80 and 85 until next Sunday. Then they're thinking it may drop down again into the 70s, upper 70s. So the weather's up and down here, but pretty much up. Looking forward to snow in your area, I'm sure. There's some freezing rain out to the west, and hopefully that stays away. W3OT KA1ZE Portable 3.
Yeah, okay, Stan, very good. Yeah, it's been a wacky week for crazy weather up here, as I'm sure you well know. After a glorious week last week, temperatures really took a big drop. I guess it's going to probably stay that way for the duration. So we'll have something to complain about for quite a while. Anyway, wondering, I'm going to want to do a quick audio check here before I let you move on to whoever else may be out there. I'm on a different radio today, kind of at a handicap operation. I'm using my 817 because I just sold my other radio, and I'm contemplating a change in the station. I'm just not quite sure what that's going to be yet. So I'm looking around. So the 817 only drives my amp with 5 watts, hence I get about 40 out compared to 170, which I had previously. So probably to you I'm okay, but I haven't talked to any of the other guys yet. So I'll probably be limited for a week or two until I decide what's going to be a practical change here for this station, Stan. Let me throw the switch in the back of this mic and see if you detect any improvement or degradation in my audio. And there's the other setting on the microphone. I wonder if you can hear any difference with that, Stan. Go ahead. W3.
Okay, yes I can. W3OT KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. You're 32 dB out of the noise, 32. And so obviously you're not close enough to the noise floor for me to, you're too close. You're too close anyway. But the second audio did not sound as good as the first audio. Second audio didn't sound as good as the first audio, and it was weaker. It did not produce as much movement on my strip recorder either. So I like the first audio better, but I don't like either of the audios compared to your normal radio's audio. Over.
Yeah, well, that's going to be difficult to replace at this point. I realize. Although I do hope that I can continue on with that same setup that I had before, using my other microphone and the outboard EQ as I do with my 7300. So I'm probably going to stay with an icon radio. Right now I'm looking to make some space, with hopefully not take away from any performance aspects of the station. I may be looking at an icon 7100, which is a little more compact, but yet seems to have a pretty good report. And I'm also looking for ideas, Dan, on an amplifier. Currently what I have is an old RF concept, which gives me about 170 out. I'd like to get another 100 watts or so without getting up into the KW category, which is not only very expensive, but I just don't have the room for a bigger amp anyway, but would like, if I could make a reasonable compromise, something with a little bit more power than I have presently. So I'm open to any suggestions that anybody might have. So throughout the week, as I'm able to work the guys, I'm going to be polling everybody for input. So I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. But anyway, I'll let you go here because I'm sure you have some other guys out there that want to get to your launch today. So I'll thank you and bid you a good day. Enjoy the party you're heading out to, and hopefully talk to you during the week. W3OT FN01.
Okay, W3OT KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3. I really don't. I don't have any. I don't have any feeling for who's making a good 200 watt power range amplifier. So I'm not going to be helpful in that area. And I know you're not interested in the Beco amplifiers that I'm using. I do think very highly of these Beco amplifiers, and you know, they're not terribly big, but they're certainly a whole lot bigger probably than you want to deal with right now, both cost and size-wise. I was impressed that the Beco amplifiers were not all that large, big enough so that you knew it was an amplifier high, and kind of resembles maybe an SB220 size. I'm trying to remember what the SB220 looked like, but maybe it, I don't know, maybe the SB200 maybe is a closer size package. But that's beyond what you're looking to do. Yeah, you're welcome to turn the antenna around to the east. I hear a lot of traffic out east. They may be better qualified to tell you what that power level is doing. You know, we're kind of close. So move the antenna out east and see if anybody's going to be listening for W3 Oscar Tango. Anybody out east ready to listen for W3OT, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3? Yeah, I think there's a lot of chatter going on out there, so they're probably not hearing me through the chatter, and you're going to have to wait for the right opportunity. I'm going to be leaving the radio early today to go to a breakfast with some neighbors, so I probably won't be in here too much longer. Good luck, and I'll talk to you through the week. It won't be as crazy for sure. W3 Oscar Tango, KA1 Zulu Echo Portable 3.
Yeah, okay, Stan, thanks again. Yeah, and I was also hearing an S4ASM very, very strong today, but he had to run, so by the time I was hearing him, he had to move on, but maybe he'll be on during the week. I don't think I've worked him yet, but he had a booming.
You want to work him? Are you here, Dave?
Quick question, the Petco amplifier, they have their own built-in power supply, is that correct, or you need a separate supply?
Yeah, they have their own built-in power supply, totally self-contained. You don't need an external relay. It's really a nice product. Just throw the switch and don't have to wait for any warm-ups like every solid-state amplifier, of course, and you're up and running right away. Pretty pricey, but they work really well.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought, but I believe the smallest that they have is a KW right now. I started doing some research. In fact, I gave Jerry a call yesterday, but it was late in the day, and I'm sure he scooted out early on a Saturday. But I'll get him during the week and look at his input as well, because he sees it all too, and he may have some other ideas. Who knows? I don't even know what else he really carries besides that one. That might be something in the 300 watt range, 400 watt range, possibly, that might be worth considering. But anyway, okay, I'll let you go. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you more about it during the week, Dan. W3OT.
Yeah, okay. A lot of those amplifiers in that power category, you do need a power supply. So I don't know whether Jerry has any that the power supplies are all built in, but for me that was one of the things that I liked. I didn't have to worry about doing anything else. I could just plug it into the wall, and the thing would work right away. So that was part of my decision making. And I did get rid of the Lunar Link amplifiers. I had Lunar Links, and they worked really well, but I knew eventually they were going to need a tube change. So big money was going to be spent to keep those things running. So that was my reasoning behind changing them. Anyway, 7373. We'll look for you during the week.
736.
Okay, VA3HD, KA1 Zulu, Echo, Portable 3. Over, over, over.
Good morning again. I sent you an email. I just figured maybe I'd catch you on the air. So I've loaded that software, that app onto my smartphone. I was just wondering if you could maybe create a username and password, and I could maybe just send me the information either via email or whatever method there. And only for the novelty of it, of course, remote control is not really going to be that thrilling for me since I already do it, but just to say that I have done it, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the cool things can be, you know, I had the streaming audio. Well, this is really like you can use it as a streaming audio as well. So even when I'm not on YouTube streaming or anywhere else, the audio is connected from the receiver to the Mumble server. So being able to access it for testing your station to see how you sound if you want to make some audio changes and stuff like that. It's probably a little bit more inconvenient because you've got to deal with feedback issues since there's no delay, or little delay. It probably would drive you nuts, but you may be able to put a set of headphones on and talk to yourself and see how you sound. I haven't played with that, but it could be interesting.
Well, I've definitely done it the other way around, where I've transmitted my signal and listened to it with the delay on your either when you used to run the stream, and of course now with YouTube when it's on. So that's kind of cool, I must admit. I would just I may decide to do something similar in the future. So maybe when you get a chance, just respond to that email, and I'll try it out the next time you're around.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And yep, that sounds just another party line chat mechanism. That's all. So not a lot of users right now, but I know I think W9ZIH is very interested, and others are interested as well. So we will just have it as another option. That's all. All right. I'm going to call Whiskey Charlie 4 Norway on CW right now. We'll catch you later. Did you make it with N for ASF?
No, I heard the CW. I heard it on a couple of peaks. It was very good, and then gone. So I think we're going to need just a little bit of conditions. I think Dave is running more power than me. I think if we had equal power, we probably would have made it.
I don't think so. I don't think Dave's running a whole bunch of power. Seems like 150 watts is what I think he's running.
Okay, well, there you go. I know we've worked before, and I would imagine the day I worked the other Dave, KJ4MCZ, we probably could have worked that day.
Yeah, likely. That's quite a haul down there, and pretty amazed to be in the middle listening to that. And I've heard you work KJ4MCZ a number of times. I get to work Ron, you know, at over 500-mile distance out there in Chicago, as you know. But it's rare that the day allows us to talk on sideband. CW is, you know, probably CW is doable every day, but the sideband is rare.
Definitely. Well, I've worked Ron. I do need conditions for Ron. There's no doubt about it. And I've worked him several times. I know Ken has as well. And I've actually worked him on 432. I know he's got an amazing setup. And I'm looking forward to working him on 1296 one day. I do have to get a preamp for my setup, but I am running 60 watts on 1296, so I think we may be able to do it. That's not quite as much power as he's running, but it's probably enough to do it. Anyway, go ahead and work your station. I'll listen along, and thanks
Okay, VA3HD with an antenna switch. Reminds me of the old AM days when they would shut the station down for a antenna changeover. Hi, hi. 73 for now, and here goes a long call. Pretty weak.
What you say?
Stand by. Working a CW guy, real weak.
Oh, okay.
Channel VD3UET. CBS should know better. Their use of amateur radio on NCIS Oct 31 show was a gross misinterpretation equals quasi-CB mashup. The other networks aren't so misinformed. Sign the petition. Link to change.org.
Okay, I'm back with you. What happened, Mike? I tried to mute that out of here. What were you broadcasting that here?
What was I broadcasting?
The CBS should know better thing. What was that all about?
Oh no, somebody sent me that email and said that CBS is mixing ham radio and CB radio together.
Oh, okay, but I don't know how it got on my on the message here.
Mumble screws things up. I cannot hear your CW in the background, or I could hear you keying it, but I couldn't hear your CW.
No, that's because I don't key it. I can't hear it either. So and I'm keyboard sending it as well. So I just keyboard send it, and the program in Pennsylvania sends it out.
Also, it's converted everything that I sent you, and you sent it out too?
Okay, I'm shutting off that audio. Now I can hear you. Because, yeah, I've got some strange audio things. So now I'm just listening to you and not quite so confused. It's really hard when you're trying to listen to multiple audio things at the same time, trying to concentrate on all of them. Over.
Oh, Roger, yeah. Okay, no, so I got this email from radio our Canadian Radio Club, and so I thought, well, I'll send it on to you, but I guess you have your Mumble set so that it converts text to voice, and then your microphone picked it up and retransmitted it.
Yeah, yeah. And at the same time, I'm sending CW from FN01. So whoever was listening to the CW, they heard CW and they heard whatever that crazy computerized voice is. How do you shut that off? How do you shut that voice off? It's irritating.
You got to go into settings, and there's a setting in there that says convert text to speech, and you just
Okay.
click the button, and then that shuts it off.
All right, text to speech. Okay, I'm not right there now. So okay.
Since settings or preferences.
Yeah, I've got it right now. So I'm looking right now at it. The length threshold, 200 read back own messages, yada, yada, yada. The volume of it. Oh, okay. So I can just turn the volume of it down. Maybe that will be the easy way for me to do that. I'm looking for the one that I can click off that says text, to sending it. Server connected, all of that messages. Those are all messages. So, all right, I'm going to crank back on that volume. So send me something. Type hello or something. I want to see how that sounds.
Channel VD3UET. Good morning from FN03DJ.
No, the text-to-speech volume does not get any weaker.
Okay, so you go into configure settings.
Yeah.
User shortcuts, network overlay. No, not in overlay. Oh, I know it's not in here. It's in the front door. So server discount. Self mute register. Register. Audio wizard. Try audio. Oh, here it is. In configure.
Yeah.
Fourth one down. It says text to speech.
Oh gosh, I'm looking in the wrong. Okay, the configure right now. I'm at Mumble configuration. It says audio input, audio output, user interface shortcuts.
Wait. Server on our
on
the
server.
main screen.
Okay, all right. Server.
Okay, server self configure, and then you go down to configure. It says settings, audio wizard, certificate.
None of those are on mine. I'm using a Linux version, and maybe it's a little bit different, Mike. But
it's even different on the Android too.
Yeah, so I'm going to see where it might be. Maybe it's under information. I'm going to look under server information. Okay. Nope, that's giving me all of the statistics.
So you run Linux?
Here,
are you Sun Microgroup?
Am I what?
Do you use Sun Micro also?
No, I just
Oh,
use Linux.
yeah.
I've been using it for about, oh, I don't know, I
30
guess
years?
about 8 years maybe, or 7 years.
Oh,
But
oh,
I get rid of all my Windows computers back
yeah,
then. So it's got to be somewhere else. Okay, I see text to speech. There it is. It's just, you're right. It's I'm going to look, I was looking under the pull down on server, and you don't want me to do that. You want me to go over to pull down on configure, but not tap on configure. Then I see
yeah,
text to speech, the fourth one down, just as you described. So I am looking at the same thing that you're looking at, and I
yeah.
just clicked it off. So I won't have that problem, and I
Right.
appreciate that. That's annoying for sure.
Yeah. Well, this is Mumble seems like a pretty simple program compared to some of the stuff I run, but uh, it's really funny. I found a little quirk. When I have my Android and the computer on at the same time, whatever I do on the Android affects the computer, and whatever I do on the computer affects the Android. And so when I had no sound on the Android, and I brought the two of them together, and I clicked the sound button, then it set both of them up that I have sound on them both. So I keep checking every now and then with the Android to see who's around. I always see your lips are black, but so I sort of know you're there, and I don't know if when you click on, if you look at any of the messages when you first click back
I
on it.
do.
So you saw I went to bed last night?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
looked at I look at all of those messages, and I don't listen to the audio coming from Mumble. I'm listening. I'm transmitting my voice through Mumble so that it transmits out there in FN01. But the way I
Yeah.
receive from FN01 is not through Mumble. It's through my stereo program called IP Sound. So I have actually muted FN01 audio so that doesn't mess up. And I've got a mutes both ways. One of them gets muted on talking, one of them gets muted on receive, and it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I gotta
I'm going to
run
make
off,
a
but I want to ask you
CW
one
contact.
question.
Wait a minute. Here he is. He's coming through quite well now.
No, he's going through your headset, and not from mine.
You hear him okay?
No, I can't hear anything.
You're not hearing? You've got the audio muted from FN01?
No, you have it muted to us.
So you don't hear receiver noise?
No receiver noise.
Wow.
No, it's like sometime yesterday
Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm listening again now. I was just transmitting. So you've done something, because other people have been listening to the receiver noise. So if you can't hear it.
Oh, something I did then?
Yeah. Because other people are hearing the audio, so.
Okay, well, I'll have to go check my settings again. But I can't right now.
I'm just copying his CW. And he's sending 73 now.
Oh, so you only work keyboard to keyboard. I have to remember that.
Okay, 73, 73 if you're copying my sideband. Good signal today, 73. Okay, now Mike, I do have to get out of here, but I'm leaving the receiver noise on, so you should be able to hear receiver noise. I can't understand how you're not. You've somehow got that muted, I think. I have muted the receiver noise. Maybe you should go in, I guess if you right click on FN01xt, and I've ticked off local
Oh, I
mute.
got it locally muted.
Yeah, okay, so tick that off and you'll be able to
Oh,
hear it
there's
again.
receiver noise.
Yeah. All right. Okay, 7-3. Got to get out of here. Linda and I are going to go to a birthday thing, so we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, okay, so it's too bad there's no way to adjust the volume on the local mute.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to you later. Have a beautiful
gotta
day.
go. Yep, bye.
Okay, bye.
Well, that's it, folks. It's a wrap.